And welcome back to, well, more Dwarf Fortress with me, your host, the Green Dragon. So, we're continuing, we have our temporary lodgings dug out, we're running low on food, so we're gonna actually slaughter our animals, the ones that came with the wagon. We've managed to carry most of the stuff inside, we're making our levers, we're building our bridges, we are setting ourselves up for a... Well, we're setting up our temporary lodgings so that people have a place to live while we dig out the proper ones. Speaking of which, I think I wanted to start on these levels, on the tetrahedrite level. So, okay, so let's use this. Well, actually no, let's make the workshop level our first one. That makes some sense, it's closer to the surface, it's just better. So I like to use 8 by 8 rooms for workshops, simply because it allows you to place 4 workshops, because each workshop is 3 by 3, without risking the possibility of people not being able to walk between them. And then around the edges I'll have 4 actual workshop holding rooms here, and around the edges, that's actually too big, around the edges I'll have some storage areas or store areas, specialized stuff like special stockpile for bones and the like, just so that each workshop is close to what it produces. And we're gonna connect these Z levels with multiple staircases at this point, just to make moving more convenient for dwarves, going to rest, going to eat in the main hall, that kind of thing, so that will also be a thing. So, okay, let's just quickly set up a basic set of rooms. That's gonna be where most of our workshops will be. Haven't actually played a game far enough to require multiple workshop levels, realistically. Mind you, well, we might work something up on these levels. They probably hold iron ore, which makes me less willing to, well, waste that, because iron is precious. Precious as all fuck, but iron, strictly speaking, is the, I would say, most valuable mineral here. Just iron is the best thing you could possibly have. Well, that and coal, I suppose, if you want to make a lot of stuff, but you can make actual burnable coal, you know, for the blacksmithing purposes, at the, well, from wood, at the wood burners, right? So, if it doesn't matter if you have coal, because if you have wood, you can make do, and I picked a map where we have decent forests right outside, something we can really just strip bare and take huge advantage of. Okay, so that's a basic workshop area, everything nice and open and connected. Miners will eventually get to that and we'll proceed to make things happen there. Beds, we can place some more of them. Okay, so beds, and what? You only had 2 ready? Well, no, not barrel, beds, 2 more beds. It's B and V for barrels and B and N for bins, which are useful for, you know, storing more stuff. Cryolite, what the fuck is cryolite? Is that a valuable? That has to be a gem, no? Okay, cryolite and cobaltite. What the fuck is cryolite? What does it do? Is it worth anything? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, fine, whatever. I don't really care. And now it's summer.
Summertime has come.
Okay, I actually need to connect this water as soon as possible, believe it or not. So, what we will do... Okay, that is good, but we will make 1 door, which we'll be able to then disconnect, which we will then be able to remove in order to flood this whole area. But where would I place it? Here? Possibly. Ooh, silver! So we have silver ore down below. Nice. We will miss some of it, but we'll dig out most of it, because the workshop setup, well, and the horse is slaughtered, which means that I want my guys to actually be carrying it in to, you know, store it proper. Where the fuck are you going with that barrel? Is that a seed barrel? It has to be. They leave behind seeds when they eat plants, so that you can, or when they use plants in any way, really, so you can actually... Okay, he's gonna drag that door over and it's gonna be fine. Okay, yeah, place the granite throne, supposedly. So we want to carry all of that into there just so that it doesn't rot, because wasting that food would be a really bad thing, honestly. Maybe digging out at this point wasn't the best idea, so let's just separate this out so that they don't get overzealous. Just dig out this far and that's fine. You can dig out the rest later. Okay, so we have native silver here, which obviously is good for making, you know, goblets and stuff, so that, you know, as a thing, pure and simple. And we have tetrahedrite, which again is good for practicing weapons and armor making, which would be pretty damn good. And quality matters in armor. Well, you know what else matters? Speed, because for a single guy to make 10 full sets of armor, and that's just for one squad, right? That takes a while, and sooner the better, honestly. Wait, that's not the right thing. We wanted beds. Beds, beds, beds. Okay, also... build door... actually... Ah, crap. I guess I could alter the parameters of this wonderful idea, and... I mean, it won't flood here, right? I know it won't. So I guess I could... God damn it. Okay. We're gonna need more doors for this. But let's place one there, and then we can make a thingy here, I suppose. Right, yeah. So, upward stairway there, I suppose. And yeah, that sounds actually kind of good. Okay, emergency door, promote to top, promote to top. There we go. Okay, I think they moved all the actual meat out. Okay, more horse. Consonite, that is a very valueless. Oh no, actually no, I'm wrong. That's actually a pretty valuable gem. Never mind. Okay, so... You know what we can do? We can actually dig out a bigger reservoir here. And then we can place a door up at this end and then just open it up here, and then we'll have our water access. Tiger iron? What the fuck is that? That's a gem. Okay, fine, that's a gem then. We want to build several floodgates to control the flow here, but I'm worried about actually running out of, you know, actual... I'm worried about winter coming before I can actually make use of this. Okay, so we'll place a granite door there, which we will be able to remove and flood this whole area. Okay, so you can actually build tables here. Now, 2 of them anyway. Good, that's a good start. Capital T, you have to hold shift for accessing traps and levers. And 3 levers here. Right, right. Please. Yeah. Oh wait, how do I want to do this? Actually, let's make an upward stairway here, is it? No. Well... Huh. Well, I don't have to worry about flooding. Yeah, we'll make a floodgate there, that'll be fine. Actually, we don't need two connections to the water, so we can just, generally speaking, just ignore this, right? We can just ignore this little stuff we dug out and connect here, because the water here will connect faster, right? Okay, that seems fine. Just want to make sure that we have water that won't freeze before winter that we can access. Okay, so we're gonna need a few more mechanisms. We're gonna need one set of blocks for the well, and we're gonna need buckets. So buckets are E. Make several, in fact. Buckets can be used for a variety of things, actually. Okay, where's the masons? Can't find anything because it's so troubled together. X was it? No, it was L. AL for floodgates. It's essentially places which you can close and open with levers remotely, where when they're open people can walk through, and you know, you can actually do water stuff with them, obviously. So what are we missing? We're missing blocks and a bucket for the actual well. Okay, so this isn't actually dug out yet. Okay, fine. So who's idling? The stonecrafter. Oh, if that's the case, where are the craftsworks workshops? Okay, rock mugs. You may proceed. We are gonna need stuff to sell once the caravan arrives. And to that end, let's make a freaking depot out of cobaltite, because that just looks cool. You'll love it. Microline and cobaltite, really good looking stones. Okay, down below, I want you to dig out my water stuff first, and the moment they do this, I'm gonna open, the moment they're finished with this little thingy, I'm gonna open up the river to this, and they're gonna run away. Like little bitches, of course, but still. Apparently there's limonite there. Don't dig out that. People are gonna want to get to that limonite in order to take advantage of it, and the reason why I'm building a reservoir on up one level is just so that the level here stays full even after I'm, you know, even after the river freezes. And that's the thing, dwarves need to drink. They get pissy if they don't have booze, they get dead if they don't have anything at all, so having water is a good thing. I'm actually storing mugs in here. Maybe that's not such a good idea. This will really fill up the... Well, I don't want forbid also. Permit, but disable goblets and mugs. Okay, so they're going out there. There's not that much left to do. How are we doing on skills as far as our miners are concerned? I'm kind of curious. Level 11, level 10, so not bad. They've gotten a lot better since we got here. Again, don't dig out that. So there's valuable ore in there. That does on occasion happen. Okay. Dig out that, then he's gonna focus on digging out that, and after that, dig out that and run like hell. They're smart enough not to drown themselves, I think. And apparently he decided that he needed to take a break right then. Fucker! Actually, no, we want to dig in like this, as far south as possible, because those are two different biomes, and that's a thingy. Okay, so, how are our floodgates? Are they up yet? Are they done yet? No, they are definitely not. Needs blocks, needs free bucket, fine. That's some horse leather. Lovely as always. Okay, so we have some idlers there. But, okay, now watch. Water! Ah! Run! Flee! And he runs like a smart little dwarf. And now this is gonna get flooded and we're gonna have access to water. You can see mist because there's a lovely waterfall there now. As for this, well, you can see it filling up even though this isn't full, cause water obviously flows downhill. And it's just a wonderful little picture, isn't it? Oh, it's lovely. And it's gonna stop at the door. I'm gonna make this pet impossible, and I'm gonna currently forbid passage so that dwarves don't go through that. Because, you know, dwarven craftsmanship can't even see the seams and all that. Nice and watertight. Okay, that's filled up. We now have our water reservoir, so we won't die of thirst. And that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. Speaking of tables, beds. Okay, and also gonna turn this into a meeting hall there, and this I'm gonna turn into a dormitory. Dormitory. No, that's the wrong button. D for dormitory. Okay, that seems okay. We're gonna install one floodgate here, one here. Well, no, one here that is, and one down here in between. And that'll be fine. And actually, up, down, well, just downward stairway, I suppose. J. And before we flood this, I want to make sure we have a shaft of water leading down to the bottommost level we will be making our own. So something like this I think will be fine. Ooh, a cobaltite table. Have they built this yet? Needs architecture, which they're providing apparently, so that's fine. Okay, so how are our mugs? Being built, doing good. Native silver. Where? Here? Oh. Oh, so there are several levels which have significant amounts of silver. Yeah. See, I'm not sure if I want to use silver for weapons now, because weapons will also sell, or for mugs and stuff, or goblets, because those will also sell very well. I'm thinking it's probably better to make it into weapons, because weapons will need, and silver maces and warhammers are actually good. Silver is bad for cutting weapons, but apparently its density does allow it to be used pretty well for, you know, smashy weapons, which is a good thing. We might take advantage of that. Okay, so far so good. Digging out below. More native silver. Good, good, good. Okay, so first, second, third. Yeah, well, how do I set it out? First two will be for controlling the main flow. Third will be for specifically accessing this reservoir. And this will allow...
Sir, there's some more dwarves that have arrived.
Ah, excellent. Hopefully someone brought a cat. I love cats. Mmm, delicious.
Delicious cats. Okay, so we got a bunch more migrants, which means our population will more or less double. You can get up to something like 30 dwarves. We got 6 this time, and we got an accomplished crossbow maker. Excellent, that's some good cells right there. And he's a miner? No, you're not gonna be mining. Gem setting is useless to me. And you have lye making, and you have milking, plant gathering, and other bullshit, which we don't really care about. What's this, wax working? Nope. Okay, so we have several dwarves. We have an extra pickaxe. See, I'm thinking. I think I want to start a farm, actually. Just so that we have some people to work this stuff. And we're not going to be working animals, like I said, so we are going to turn into a miner. Actually, we're going to turn one of you into a dedicated woodcutter as well, and that's fine. Hopefully they can cross this little stream safely. Go figure. All the same, plenty of water to be had there. Cryolite, more stuff. Okay, now those are our floodgates, so we don't want one there, but we want... Okay, B and X for floodgates. We want one here Actually, start with that one, that'll be fine. Also, I want to continue to bring in that malachite. So let's enable that so that people have something to do. I mean, idlers? Oh, fuck no. If you're idling, it's time for you to carry something really heavy. And we're gonna build a well over this here empty spot, which is why I actually took a rope with me. Okay, Bowyer's workshop was built. Bowyer. Okay, make bone crossbows on repeat. Turn all of that bone into crossbows, all 28 of them. That will be very good. Okay, so this will be that. So link up a floodgate. F in this place for floodgate. Use two mechanisms, of course, as is that thingy. Hopefully nobody got trapped down below. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so we have gems, tetrachedrite, cobaltite, and lots of good things there. What is that? Heliodors. Yeah, the amount of actual gems you see here in the vein determines their value. Small, single gem, pretty much valueless. 3 small ones, good. 1 really big one. Oh, that's the most valuable kinds of gems. Those are actual gemstones, like emeralds and such. Of course, you have to go deep underground to actually get those. Okay, actually, let's assign our medical dwarf. There you go. And let's assign our broker, because, oh, you are actually pretty damn good. Wow, okay, sure. Sure, we can do that, that's fine. See, okay, they did bring some more animals with them, which we can slaughter, which is good, but I'm thinking. Link building to a trigger. He's probably hauling crap. Where are you? You don't need to haul stuff right now. They did bring a kid with them. Unfortunately, you can't slaughter those. And they don't really do much either. Okay. So that's the malachite being carried inside. That's good. We're gonna need dedicated furnace operators as well at some point. Okay, so again, because I'm gonna expand that place which is currently the bedrooms, we're gonna make ourselves a small farm plot just so that we have more renewable food thing here. Have you dug it out down below? No, you have not quite, but that's fine. So tetrahedrite vein, which is fine, some silver. Yeah, these crappy gems like just basic milk quartz and stuff. You know, quartz is very common, right? So those are essentially good for practice, and that's it. For practice for, you know, your actual guys who are gonna be working on that kind of crap, right? Okay, so that's one a floodgate which we'll be able to remove, or rather pull up very quickly now. Okay, you are not doing anything, which means that you should be making a fuck ton of doors. You can put these on repeat, obviously, but I don't want to do that just yet, because it's easy to forget about it and for that to go too far, and this apparently needs architecture. Okay, something got slaughtered, good. We're actually gonna need a refuse pile where we store everything that we aren't actually using. So refuse, I suppose we can theoretically use the hair from the animals, so we're gonna keep that. Okay, that should be big enough. Refuse, so forbid bones and forbid shells, because that's also valuable, and forbid hair and wool. I think I'll make a small walled off area where people will be able to come and fish from underground without ever being put in danger here, just so that I, you know, don't have any problems with that. And as far as refuse is concerned, I'm actually gonna enable hair and shells here, because again, that is stuff that can be useful. Okay, that is getting its architecture. Somebody pull that and be X for a... Okay, no access because that hasn't been pulled up yet. Okay, fine. How are you doing here? Question is, what do I want to dig out first, isn't it? I mean, I could expand this workshop level, or I could start digging out my main level, or start digging out a main hall level, or start alternatively digging out a... Oh, also, very important thing. We need to link up that bridge so that we can actually pull it up if it becomes necessary. So I'm gonna place a lever right here and we're gonna set that up. Okay, so, furthermore, and another one down below, right here. Oh, okay. Okay, we'll probably want to dig out a bigger... Okay, actually, we'll want to pull the silver out of those areas, won't we? So, let's allow silver nuggets, which is the native silver ore. So, allow that, just so that that doesn't get freaking wasted. Okay, so the further one from... No, don't pull it, just link up a floodgate. Not that one, this one. Yes, this... No, the furthest one actually. There we go. And floodgate, and we want this one now. Yes, link those two up, and then we can open this up some. Okay, once that floodgate gets opened... Huh. I won't be able to access the shaft after I do that, but I have enough water stored in here that I should be fine through the winter. So, actually I'm not that worried about it, it should be fine overall. Actually, something I should do, zoom to here, okay. And I'm setting up, pressing capital H to set access hotkeys, pressing F2 and Z to, well, zoom here, and now I can skip between those two spots. Okay, we will require a hospital area, so let's actually build a hospital area. Well, no use building that, but... Okay, next, farm plots. There we go. B, P, and U, and K to increase the size. And now that guy, who we designated as a farmer a while back, is gonna actually handle that. Okay, that has been linked up, so somebody go and pull that lever. Want everything opened up. Yeah, that's our chief medical dwarf. Okay, and we're gonna use plump helmets here all the year round, because we did bring a bunch of those around. So just plant those A, B, C, and D to switch between seasons. And now our farmer guys are gonna start planting that, and we're gonna start actually getting, you know, actual stuff there. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, that is still being linked up apparently. Okay, fine, and there comes our blacksmith / temporary mechanic, which is good. Actually, what I should do now that, or rather as soon as the doors are constructed there, is start working on actually, whatchamacallit, digging down, to be honest. And just in case there's risk of flooding here, we'll build a door. See, I don't want to take any risks. Do I? Do I? Or do I? Haha, I don't. I really don't. Okay, so pull that. Okay, so what level are we gonna actually build these at? Where do I want my... Well, I think I want it off my main hall, and I think the main hall is gonna be this level. Okay, at the main hall we're gonna do a different scheme for connecting things. Actually, it doesn't make sense in that case to do it this way. I should dig down from here. Okay, and just that's gonna be the surrounding corridor. Most of our food and booze storage is gonna be down here, as well as our kitchens. Okay, so we're gonna need a separate thingy here, namely a reservoir, which we'll dig into. Right, silver. I don't like wasting stuff, but we're kinda gonna have to a bit. Okay, so dig out a ways like so, and set it up like so. There should still be enough room to allow me to build all the things I want to build. There. Okay. Could even connect it actually with... Yay, so. And yes, actually, do it like this. Don't connect it to that just yet. Okay, that's gonna be the reservoir. Then we'll have a thing going this way, and that should be fine. We'll have lots of floodgates to control the flow pretty much everywhere, just to avoid any accidents. And by accidents I mean flooding the lower levels, of course. Obviously. Because that would be a bad thing. Okay, so anyway, we have our shaft downwards, so it should be fine to actually remove this door. So let's do that. It should be fine. And this requires masonry, that's fine. Where's our mason? What's he doing? He's building the last door from cobaltite. Okay, that's fine. So we'll have a water source up here, if nothing else. And that's the thing, we'll want a hospital down below where it's safe, if possible. So, actually gonna work towards that goal, towards having a below-the-ground hospital. Of course, hospitals need wells, because sick dwarves ain't allowed to drink booze, and as... Run, bitch! Run! Run! There's water! Run! And forget about any silver you might have forgotten down there. So, is there silver in there? Not seeing any. Where the fuck was he going there? I guess it doesn't matter now, because now it's flooded. In any case, once we build the well here, it will actually have water. As such, it will be an awesome thing.
Autumn is at hand.
Well, technically it's dry, but now it's active. See? We have water. Excellent. Okay, bowyers, you have made all the bone crossbows and you have run out. So that's fine. We're fine. Running low on drink, bit of meat left. They are happily planting their stuff. That's good. Shrooms. Plump helmets are shrooms. Oh, right. Okay, so that got broken, and we're actually gonna have to forbid the use of that, so that they don't try and... Well, just in case they decide to be stupid little bitches about it. Okay, so this is gonna be a blocked off area, right? We're gonna have to build a door here, and we're gonna actually, you know, flood this reservoir, and down below we're gonna make ourselves the thingy. That will be the thingy. That will do the thingy. As is the thingy. Okay, so like this, and up-down stairway in the... No, up-down stairways are bad. That's how I managed to flood things before, with an up-down stairway. No, downward stairway, then... I'm doing this wrong, aren't I? I shouldn't be doing it on this level at all. I should be doing it on the level below that. Never mind, belay that order. I'll dig out that if you have started. Okay, just brush it all out. Okay. Incidentally, for those of you who want to get into this game, use the lazy noob pack. Actually, no, I was right. I do... No, I need a place on this level, don't I? Not through there, duckling. Don't be stupid. That's stupid, and you don't want to be stupid. Being stupid looks bad, especially on camera. Dwarven engineering at its finest. Too much. Right, this is the extra one. Okay, good. Okay, good. So that will make for that. Actually, okay, so we'll want a well in there. So, 7 by 7, right. 2 rooms. So here we'll have a downward stairway. Actually, this is wrong as well. We want to give ourselves room enough to place a floodgate, especially before we actually open it up to the general digging activities. So down stairway there, upward stairway down below, and this will make actually inaccessible possibly from the side. Either way. Okay. So soon enough we'll get our first caravan, and then we'll see how well we have prepared, because, well, we'll see just how much. Okay. So, stuff like that. There's always a flooding danger with these things, because wells, well, water can come up a well with pressure, right? And that would be a bad, bad thing. Hence, something we would like to avoid. Place a floodgate here and another one here, just so that we can properly control the flow and that so that nothing goes to hell. And we'll place doors everywhere as well, just in case things do go to hell, so that water doesn't move past a few flooded rooms that were, through unfortunate accidents of architecture, flooded. Should move our workshops down below soon. Okay, kittens, great. How many? Yeah, kittens are good. There's good eats on those. I mean, really good eats. Good stuff. Okay, so you make me some more doors and make me some more floodgates as well. I think I'm gonna need, what, 2 there? So the 2 should be sufficient, but make more doors. So you make more mechanisms. Good. Also, important thing, chests, because they'll need place to store stuff, and beds for wounded dwarves, because we do want a basic hospital, just in case something goes horribly wrong. In most cases we're just gonna be screwed, but then again, there will be situations in which dwarves will survive getting wounded. Possibly. It's a thing that could theoretically happen. So, something, you know, that we should be ready for. Okay, looks good. Native silver, eh? Cobaltite, good stuff that kind of feel bad about leaving down there, but we should be fine that we're very rich on ores. And now they managed to trap themselves down there by digging out that ramp. Gonna need more rope in order to make an extra well, because that's gonna be a thing. Okay, we're not gonna directly connect that obviously, but we'll want a floodgate right there and a floodgate, what, right there. So that seems fine. Well, they'll be able to dig their way out soon enough. They won't die of starvation down there while they're doing that, so that's fine. Okay, more cobaltite, sure, fine. Okay, and actually, if they're down there and they seem to have dug this out, let's start on our main hall, right? So that's gonna... this is... well, let's start with the corridors around the main hall actually, and this will be faster. Using the keyboard to just select the thing, and you can press M with the DF hack utility to create boxes like this. So we can do something like this, and that's how I'm gonna design my main hall. It's gonna be just a big ass hall, just 8 by 8 rooms, but without the interfering walls, and the openings here are gonna be like so once I make them. And then there's gonna be a bunch of openings around the perimeter there as well. God damn it. Don't do that shit just yet. Fuckers, I mean, really. They just... Really, you have to dig around, you can't finish that first. Just dig it out and it'll be fine. Speaking of floodgates, floodgates, wonderful, sexy floodgates. Okay, and one here. Both should be accessible without problems. Okay, T and L for levers. One closer to that, one further from that. Also, I need to link up this lever with the main bridge. Should have done it sooner, but I suppose now will be fine as well. And we should get more migrants pretty soon. Also, I think that I want to split the video here, so I'll see you in a bit. So, right, let me just bring up the new OBS thing I'm using and stop the recording. So, see ya in a